Hey everybody, here we are again. We're back with another 5 questions with a white hat. And with us today, we have Illustrious Brother Dave Emery. I can't thank you enough for meeting me here at your home lodge these days, Dave, and taking the time to do this series of interviews that we're doing. I guess we'll just start right out. I guess the first question I kind of wanted to ask, because I hear it all the time in lodges, is your original home lodge. What was your original home lodge?
My original home lodge was Virginia 264 up in Virginia, Minnesota, my hometown. I joined there when I was 21 and never sat in lodge. I took my degrees, complimentary degrees at University Lodge, and they finally talked me into becoming a member of University Lodge because we weren't going to be going back up north for quite a while. Put me in line, and the rest is history. I was Master of University Lodge in 1972-73, and University Lodge no longer exists.
This is up in the Iron Range?
No, University Lodge was over on 17th and Como by the university. And many of the buildings at the University of Minnesota are named after former members of University Lodge.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did not know that. The joke that we always have around here, of course, is, you know, Dave Emery belongs to everything. So how many dues cards do you actually have?
You'd have to almost ask my wife that question. I counted somewhere 15 to 20, somewhere in there, between Blue Lodge, Shrine, York Rite, Scottish Rite, all the various things. Even though I've got all those dues cards, I am not a joiner, believe it or not. If I joined an organization, I've become a part of it. I've become active in it. I played with the Shrine Drum Corps for 47 years.
Wow.
And so Blue Lodge has become a big part of my life. Yeah. It started out actually when I was in DeMolay. I was very active in DeMolay up in Virginia. When I was Master Counselor, we got the state conclave up there for the first time since, that was 1962, since 1938.
Wow. And
doing the research on it, I was quite interested because it was my cousin that was the Master Counselor when he had it in 1938.
Wow, that's amazing. I forgot you were in DeMolay also, yeah.
Yeah, I go back on my mother's side at least 4 generations. My dad's side, I can prove 6.
Wow. Getting around to the Scottish Rite, I know you became a Scottish Rite member, and I've seen you in many of the degrees and taking part in different things, but what was the first degree that you ever did for the Scottish Rite?
First degree I did in Scottish Rite was the 27th degree. I was a herald on the 27th degree.
Okay.
We had a fellow in the drum corps that was one of the heralds and needed another bugle player, and Kenny asked me if I'd come and play with him, and I said sure. And it worked out quite well the first time. And then the next spring, when we were going to do the class again, and I got called saying, you know, will you do it again? I showed up and no Kenny. Come to find out, he had retired and moved to Florida during the winter. And so, surprise, surprise, I became the only one for a while. And then over the years, I had 3 or 4 different partners, and really enjoyed the 27th.
I remember you and Bud, when I came through, it was you and Bud were doing it at that time. And he was another band member with the Shrine.
Bud was a drum corps guy. Bud Summers was a member here.
Yep.
Bud was the 33rd also.
Yep, yep. I guess, you know, there and again, we kind of ask it in different ways of all the different gentlemen that we're interviewing, but what is the thing that you enjoy most about the Scottish Rite?
I loved the old degrees. When I was Commander of Council of Kadosh, you know, you had to do your parts. I loved the theatrical part of it, for one thing, but I think the fellowship is a big part of it. The dinners, being able to go down to the Rite, have dinner with the guys. You're sitting with different people every time. And obviously I can't talk to anybody. But I enjoy that. I enjoy that fellowship.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's a big part of the Rite, I think, for a lot of guys. You meet guys from all over the state, the city. It's wonderful. I know, like we talked about a little bit about in other times, that some of us are very fortunate to have very understanding spouses that understand that we're 7-a-day-week Masons. And I know in your case, your wife is an invaluable part of your life. And I was just wondering, how important is your spouse to your Masonic journey, and whether it be Scottish Rite or Masonry in general?
I couldn't have done any of the stuff that I've done without her support, being married, without her support, there's no way you could do it, and do justice to it. But I'm very fortunate. My wife and I started dating in high school, so she followed me through DMLA, so she got introduced to masonry that way. And since then, it's history. She's been there to support me for whatever crazy thing I wanted to do, be it the drum corps, be it my Scottish Rite, be it my York Rite. She's 100% behind me, and I can't understand how anybody that was married could possibly do it if their spouse wasn't behind them, like yourself.
Yeah, it's and her name is Denise. If we haven't said it, I just want to make sure we got that in there somewhere. But again, I can't thank you enough for the time. I appreciate all that you've done within not only the Scottish Rite, York Rite, all the different bodies, whether it be the OES and everything else. And thank you for taking all the dues cards and continuing to pay them every year. And like you said, you're one of those guys where you have been the head of everything. You've been worthy patron. You've been, the head. You've been grand high priest. You don't definitely jump in and go, well, I just need another dues card. So thank you again for all you do, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you.